I built a 1 to 400 scale replica of Newark Liberty International Airport. A hub for United Airlines, this airport is extremely busy and I can't wait to get started. Starting us off for today's airport update, we have an Air Canada Express CRJ705. This aircraft is just beginning boarding its first crew, as you can see with the people, for a flight out to Toronto, Canada. And with a view of the terminal in the back, here's an Air Canada Rouge Airbus A321. This aircraft has just begun boarding up for a flight out to Vancouver. And over here we have an American Airlines Airbus A321 in the Medal of Honor special livery. This aircraft is deboarding its luggage as it just arrived at the gate not too long ago from a flight from Dallas Fort Worth today. I'd like to quickly interrupt this Newark airport update video to let you guys know that you could save on the Gemini Jet September pre-orders at dgpilot.com. Many of you have been wondering where I buy my model planes, and I buy them from dgpilot.com. The sale ends September 6, 2023 at 11:59 p.m. US Central Time, and you can save on these pre-orders by using coupon code HI10 for 10% off. Over here is an American Eagle ERJ-170. This aircraft is in the old American Eagle livery and is a heritage aircraft, and this plane is just waiting for an American Eagle CRJ700 to pull out of its gate as it's just arriving from the airport from a flight from Charlotte, North Carolina. Next up, we have an American Airlines Boeing 737-800 and a member of One World special livery. This aircraft has just begun boarding for a flight out to Phoenix Sky Harbor today. Here we have an American Eagle CRJ700 pulling out of its gates for a flight out to Chicago ORD. As if United did not have enough gates at Terminal C, United has also moved into Terminal A, as here's a United Airlines Boeing 737-700 in a new Eva blue livery. This aircraft is just receiving fuel for a flight out to Naples, Florida. Over here we have an Icelandair Boeing 737 MAX 9 in the new livery. This aircraft has just arrived at Newark and is tacked into Terminal B from a flight from Keflavik International Airport. And it's getting heavily catered. Here's a United Airlines Boeing 737-900 in the new livery. This plane is being prepped up for a flight out to Denver, Colorado, and will depart the gate in approximately 45 minutes. Over here is a Delta Airlines Boeing 737-800. And this aircraft is just beginning to taxi over to Terminal B. It arrived from Citrus Aviation's airport, or Atlanta International Airport, and is taxiing to Terminal B. If you'd like a subscriber route, please comment below. It has to be a realistic airport at a Newark Liberty, and I'll try to accommodate you, as this aircraft is just arriving in from Atlanta International Airport for Citrus Aviation's airport. Over here, just arriving at the terminal not too long ago, here's a United Airlines Boeing 737-900 arriving in from a flight from San Diego, California. Waiting for some fuel, here's a United Airlines Boeing 737-800 with split skimiters in the old livery. This aircraft is waiting for fuel for a flight out to Austin, Texas. Over here with all of its mights and glory, here's the United Airlines Boeing 737-900 in the Eco Sky special livery. This aircraft pulled into the gate not too long ago from a flight from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Over here is United Express Dash 8 Q400, and this plane is just began boarding for a flight out to Buffalo, New York. Yes, the Q400 is retired sadly, but I just love this aircraft, so I decided to include it in this airport update. Just getting fuel is this United Express CRJ200, just getting fuel for a flight out to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Over to the JetBlue section, we have a JetBlue Airways Airbus A220-300, just getting its first boarding on board for a flight out to West Palm Beach, Florida. Over here is a JetBlue Airways Airbus A321 in the Prism Tail. This aircraft is getting some catering on board for a flight out to LAX. Over here we have a JetBlue Airways Airbus A320 in the Boston Bruins special livery. This aircraft is getting some fuel on board for a flight out to Punta Cana, Florida. Over here we have an Alaska Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 9 in the stunning Orca West Coast Wonder special livery. This aircraft is taxiing to Terminal A from a flight from LAX. And oh baby, here we have the new model of today's airport update, the JetBlue Airways Airbus A321 in the Defining Moments livery. or the new livery, this aircraft is just pulling out of its gates for a flight out to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and it's a stunning model. Over here getting some catering is this Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900 in the Member of One World livery. This aircraft will depart the gate in approximately 30 minutes for a flight out to San Francisco, California. And the last aircraft to Terminal A, here's a Alaska Airlines Airbus A321neo in the More to Love special livery. This plane is getting some fuel on board for a flight out to LAX. Next up, we'll start off with Terminal B. Unfortunately, the old makeshift Terminal B that you saw in the May 2023 airport update got destroyed, and I still have to build a new one, and this area is under construction and will be finished for the next Newark airport update. But anyway, over here we have a Spirit Airlines Airbus A320 in the new livery. This aircraft is have some catering on board for a flight out to West Palm Beach, Florida. And receiving some luggage very shortly, here's a Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200 being prepped up for a flight out to Minneapolis, St. Paul. And just arriving at the airport about 5 minutes ago and deboarding its luggage, here's a Sun Country Boeing 737-800 in a new Tide Pool livery, deboarding its luggage and crew from a flight from Minneapolis, St. Paul. Receiving some luggage, here's this El Al Boeing 787-9 in the retro colors. This aircraft is receiving some luggage for a flight out to Jerusalem or Tel Aviv. Over here is a fairly new carrier for EWR, an Air Premier Boeing 787-9. This aircraft has just received luggage and is finishing boarding up for a flight out to Seoul. Up next we have a Swiss Airbus A330, and this plane is just arriving at the airport not too long ago from a flight from Zurich. Almost dropping up Terminal B, here's an Ethiopian Boeing 767-300. I don't think they fly these anymore, but I do like this aircraft. This aircraft is going to be receiving some luggage soon and fuel for a flight out to Lome. And over here we have a United Airlines Boeing 767-400. This aircraft just landed and just taxied over to the gate from a flight from Madrid, Spain, and is going to be deboarding its luggage and passengers once it has the air stairs. And last but not least for Terminal B, this terminal should be completed by the next airport update, or at least one concourse should be finished. But anyway, we have this TAP Airways Airbus A330-300 in the Portugal stopover livery. This plane will be boarding up soon for a flight out to Lisbon, Portugal. Starting us off for Terminal C, or my favorite terminal at Newark Liberty International Airport. At gate C70, we have this United Express Embraer ERJ-175. This aircraft has just begun boarding its first crew for a flight out to Portland, Maine. And then over here we have this United Boeing 737-700. This aircraft does not have split skimmers, but anyway is going to be receiving some fuel for a flight out to Jackson Hole today. Over here we have a United Boeing 737-800 being heavily catered with luggage and catering for a flight out to West Palm Beach, Florida. Also being heavily catered is this United Boeing 757-200 in the new livery. This aircraft is receiving some fuel as well as some catering for a flight out to Chicago ORD. Arriving in not too long ago at around the C83 gate area, here's a United Boeing 737-900 in the old livery, deboarding its crew and passengers from a flight from Kansas City. Over here we have a United Airlines Boeing 777-200 in the new livery. This aircraft is just receiving some luggage on board for a flight out to San Francisco, California. And over here we have our big 777-300ER in the United Airlines colors. In the new livery, this aircraft is just begin boarding for a flight out to Dubai. Over here we have a United Airlines Boeing 757-200 in the Her Art Here NJ special livery. This aircraft is just going to be boarded up to the gate and will begin boarding for a flight out to LAX. And taxiing to the runway, we have our Spirit Airlines Airbus A321. This aircraft is taxiing to the runway for a flight out to Orlando MCO. And over here receiving some fuel shortly, here's a United Boeing 737-700 in the Star Alliance colors. This aircraft will begin boarding and will receive some fuel soon for a flight out to St. Martin. And being prepped up for a flight out to Phoenix Sky Harbor, here's a United Boeing 737 MAX 8 in a new livery. This aircraft will depart the gate in approximately 45 minutes for a flight out to Phoenix Sky Harbor. Catering up for a flight, here's the United Airlines Boeing 757-300 in the old livery, better known as the Flying Pencil. And this aircraft is catering up for a flight out to London Heathrow. Taxiing to the runway, here's a United CRJ-550 taxiing out for a flight out to Ithaca, New York. And waiting for a United Airlines Airbus A320-200 to depart its gate, here's a United Boeing 757-200 just arriving at the airport from a flight from Houston IAH. Pulling out of its gate, here's a United Airlines Airbus A320 pulling out of its gate for a flight out to Savannah, Georgia. At gate C95, we have this stunning United Airlines Boeing 787-9. This aircraft is receiving luggage for a flight out to Frankfurt, Germany. And then we have a new model, a United Airlines Boeing 767-400 in the old livery. This model is made by Gemini Jets. And this aircraft has arrived at the gate from a flight from San Juan, Puerto Rico, and is currently deboarding its passengers and crew. And then we have this United Boeing 737-900 receiving catering and passengers for a flight out to Las Vegas, Nevada. Receiving luggage is this United Airbus A319 in a new livery, receiving luggage for a flight out to Buffalo, New York. And last but not least, for the C1 concourse, we have this United Boeing 737-800 in the Star Wars livery, getting some passengers on board for a flight out to Mexico City. Starting us off with the C2 concourse, we have this United Airbus A320 in the Friendship livery. This aircraft has just begun boarding up for a flight out to Orlando MCO. Next up, began boarding and getting some catering. Here's this United Boeing 757-200 in the old livery, boarding up and getting some catering for a flight out to Stockholm. And then we have this United Express ERJ-145, getting some fuel for a flight out to Roanoke. Here pulling into the gate is this United Express CRJ-700 pulling into the gate from a flight from Syracuse, New York. And then we have this United Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Star Alliance livery. This aircraft will be receiving luggage and catering for a flight out to Southwest Florida International Airport. Here we have this United Airlines Boeing 757-300 in the new livery, just arriving at the gate and refueling. This aircraft just arrived at the gate not too long ago from a flight from San Francisco International Airport. Just taxiing to the gate, here's a United Express E170 taxiing to the gate from a flight from Cincinnati. Taxiing towards the runway, here's a United Boeing 737-800 in the Star Alliance livery. This aircraft is taxiing towards the runway for a flight out to Denver, Colorado. Here we have a United Boeing 787-8 receiving its first passengers for a flight out to Paris Charles de Gaulle. Next up, we have this United Airbus A320-200 receiving some fuel for a flight out to New Orleans, Louisiana. And over here, just arriving at the gate about 5 minutes ago, is this United Boeing 737-800 in a new livery, just arriving at the gates from a flight from Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. Over here, we have a United Boeing 737-700 in a Continental Merger livery, just receiving some luggage for a flight out to Portland, Oregon. Almost reaching the end of the C2 concourse, here's a United Boeing 737-700 with split skimmer winglets, first boarding up for a flight out to Washington Dulles International Airport. And receiving catering, here's a United Express E170 catering up for a flight out to Boston Logan International Airport. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's airport update of EWR. The news of this channel is that this airport may get expanded, so please let me know what you would like to see. If you'd like this airport expanded to the C3 concourse as well, or if you like it the way it is. I start college in about a couple days, so I'm not sure when I could upload, but I will try my hardest to continue uploading. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so, as it greatly helps support the channel, and thank you guys so much. Have a great day.